Hey guys, I got done with the challenges, but yeah, a bit later than usual this time because the game was a bit unplayable at the start. I had to wait for an Nvidia driver update for it to be kind of playable now. Shaders still suck, but I was able to do the challenges, that's what matters. So, now I'm here to explain how I did them and what I think is the fastest / easiest way to do 36. Like, I would recommend what for to skip. Or 40 or 40 if you're going for them. And it was pretty easy to get 40 this league. I barely had to buy carries for any of them. Really only Uber bosses and T17 related stuff I bought carries for. Everything else I did myself on this build. So yeah, without any further ado. Well, first of all, yeah, this is the armor set you get. The Keepers of the Flame set. You can set it to tier 1 if you want to remove the purple flame effect. So let's just see it without the flames. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of all the armor sets. I kind of want Porto effects again. Or pets, like the highest cat in Automatum Raven. Like, just anything, please. I have too many armor sets from all these leagues, but I mean, it looks decent enough. It looks unique on every class. It has that going for it. So, you know, if you want to be edgy, purple, glowy guy, you can just use this set, I guess. But I'm just gonna put on my normal MTX now. Just wanted to show it off. This is the reward for 36 challenges. Anyway, back to my normal MTX. Yeah, there's the totem pole thingy for getting 40 of 40. Golden bird at the top. Right, well, I'm gonna probably skip one of the more basic challenges and just go one by one, explaining each one. So let us begin. Right, beginner's basics. Pretty basic stuff. Use a scroll of wisdom. Uh, Equip a magic flask. I don't know if I'm too quiet. I'm gonna move closer to my mic. I'm sorry if I'm too quiet, but at least you can increase the sound on YouTube. Have equipment and every sort. If you attack boss, you have pretty basic stuff. Equip a graft, which is these arm things. You find the white one at the coast. The first time you get there, you get it from the NPC. Visit the monastery. After you do your first bite encounter, you click the portal to go there. Vendor SP challenge number 1, armor scrap. Just vendor a white piece of armor with 20 quality, you get an armor scrap. Blacksmith whetstone, same thing. Vendor a white weapon with 20 quality, you get a whetstone. This, same thing. Vendor a white flask with 20 quality, you get a glass blow bauble. This, just vendor any gem with 20 quality. So, like, this purity of elements, for example, there, gem cutter prism. And that's the first vendor SP challenge. Act bosses, simple enough, no need for explanation on that one. Side quests, a dirty job is Petit Poo, Fallen from Grace is... Fallen from Grace is the Act 6 side quest. Oh, it's the Lily quest. You get 2 respect points and you unlock her gem shop, so... On the start, if it's your first character, you usually do this quest anyway, because you want to unlock her shop with all the gems in the game, so yeah, pretty simple. Side quest, Fallen from Grace, and then Fastest Fortuna. Fastest Fortuna is the 2 passive respec side quests in Act 9. You kill Boulderback and get the Calendar of Fortune. Boulderback is in the Foothill Zone, so he's a big Minotaur guy, he's a unique enemy. Look for him, kill him, he drops a quest item, turn it in town, or... I'm not sure, maybe you don't need to turn it in, but just in case do it, and that's that side quest. And then No Love for Old Ghosts. That is an Act 10 side quest. Again, 2 passive respec points, Adziri's Elixir of Allure. That is in the ossuary, which the entrance to is right next to the waypoint of the Ravaged Square, so you just go to the waypoint, enter this zone. This is also where the last lab trial is for Merc Lab, and where your tutorial Sanctum Tome is. Like 3 different things to get in this side zone, so yeah. Just do the side quest and that's that challenge. Side quests. Oh yeah, first league mechanic related breach challenge. Defeat rare hiveborn monsters. This is gonna do itself. So many of them spawn in maps. You're gonna easily do this without even trying. Hive encounters. When you see the big purple, I don't know, square rectangle icon, that's a hive in a map. You enter it. You can explore it fully and click the chests. You go to the minnow. You summon her. Defend her from 24 waves. And while you're defending her, if you're a totem build like me or a minion build, you can run around and look at all the paths, because after you click her, instantly the walls already spawn in. So if you see purple hand walls, you cannot escape from that path. So you just check all the paths until you see one without purple hand walls. And that's usually your escape route, and you just keep following it, look at your minimap, go where there are not hand walls on the minimap. They're very tiny hands, so a bit hard to see them in that dark place, but yeah, that's how you escape it after you do 24 waves. And, you know, keep pressing your life flask while you're running, because that damage over time can kill you if you are at half HP or less. It does pretty much half my HP even with Arcane Cloak up, so, you know. Unstable breach encounters. Those are the normal, well, quotation marks, normal breaches, the like updated breach 2.0. When you see the hand on the map, you walk over it, it begins, you see a little bar down here, and you have a purple, light purple bar, like pinkish, and the dark purple one is chasing it, and if it catches up to it, you failed the encounter and you couldn't stabilize it. So the way you stabilize it is you just kill enough monsters fast enough, and 5 of them, you'll find so many, you'll be doing way more than 5 later anyways. Pretty simple challenge. Act boss is self-explanatory, just do the campaign. Visit these places. Labyrinth, you'll be doing that anyway. Menagerie, Einhar stuff. Delve, just go to the mine encampment after doing the Nico tutorial mission in Act 4 to get the first 3 deposits. Forbidden Sanctum, same thing, get the quest tome from the ossuary, talk to Divinia, she's gonna take you there. King's March, talk to Johan in Kurui Shores? Yeah, Kurui Shores. Like, he's right to the left of the waypoint. And he'll take you to King's March. And in Rogue Harbor, when you first drop some rogue markers, right click them in any town, they open a portal to it, and after you go to it the first time, it's unlocked here on your map. You can travel to it anytime. Pretty simple challenge, it's gonna complete itself basically. First League Mechanic challenge, and as you can see, I have 6 of 3. I've done almost everything, except Harbinger, because they don't naturally spawn in a map randomly, you have to spec into them or use Scarabs, and I never did Harbinger. So yeah, just do what's most fun for you. As you can see, I passively did Rogue Exiles without trying, Possessed Monsters, Beyond Monsters, all these completed by themselves. And Shrines and Strong Boxes in essence. It's super easy. You'll even get some of these in campaign maybe, like Shrines if you click every Shrine you see, or Boxes. Again, League Mechanics, Core Campaigns. This is a bit more, you know, you have to try for it. Just do the 5 League Mechanics you enjoy the most. Like you can see, I skipped Abyss because I hate Abyss. I didn't do Legions because I didn't do Ultimatum because I don't really like it. I didn't do Blight because it's too laggy. And the rituals, 100 rituals seems like just too many for me. So what I did was click 30 wars, pass through 30 mirrors of Delirium. So I just kept Delirium unblocked on my Atlas during progression and everything. And every time I saw a mirror of Delirium, I'd walk through it and instantly click the arrow to skip the encounter. So that's a really easy way to get this done, and then when you get 30 of 30 you can just block it if you don't like. Well, that's Expedition there. You can just block Delirium if you don't like it after you're done with this Delirium thing. Smuggler Caches, same thing. If you don't like Heist, it's fine. You can just leave this unblocked and click the chests as you see them in your map, and you'll click 30 of them fairly easily. Harvest plots, same deal. I left Harvest unblocked. I did it anytime I saw it, and eventually I got 100 of 100. And Expeditions I did because I like Expedition, and there's a different challenge to do logbooks anyway, so I was like, why not, you know. But again, just do whatever's most fun for you. Master Missions, same deal, whatever 2 you enjoy the most, although if you want my opinion on which are the fastest, I think Nico and Einhar together. So you just do 30 red tier maps, so at least tier 11 plus. And the only... oh. I sold all my scarabs, but... the only thing you do is use Bestiary Scarab and Zoophyte Scarab together to spawn Einhar and Nico, and Nico's mission is super simple, you just click the 3 things, it's complete. Einhar, just kill his beasts. You can also use other Einhar Scarabs to add 10 red beasts and then copy all the beasts you catch if you want to make some profit off it. I didn't bother though, because it would just take too long to kill all those beasts in the maps. I just rushed through it. These were the fastest, I think, to complete this. Generous gift. Grow following types of wound gifts, specify number of times if they're item level 78 plus. So womb gifts that you get from red maps, basically. So just 10 of each type. Ancient is unique items, growing is normal item, lavish is normal, meaning like equipment, jewels, armor, whatever you spec into. Lavish is currency, provisioning is grafts, yeah, and mysterious is just random good shit, stack decks, gems, I don't know. You can also spec into mysterious being able to grow other womb gifts, which is nice. This is gonna complete itself. Just make sure you always spend your blood when you get close to capped or overcapped. Just go to the monastery, spend it on stuff. Pretty simple challenge. Unlock all 3 Atlas passive trees, that's just complete your Atlas. Fairly simple, you'll do this very easily. Use orbs. Most of these are like cheap, you know, transmute, talk, blah 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 blah. Yep, all these are very common. You'll use most of these. Chaos Orb. Exalt you'll probably use when crafting on the bench, or Exalt slamming something. Blessed Orb you use when rerolling implicits, and then Divine Orb. If you don't want to use a Divine to reroll like stats on an item, if you're gonna do a craft with metacrafts like this, when you do this on an item from the bench, it counts as using a Divine Orb, so just remember that. If you're gonna be crafting, like I did, a +2 amulet, you'll complete the challenge automatically when you do that, so that's nice. Okay. Pantheons. Fully upgrade 1 major Pantheon and 3 small ones. So the one I did was Brine King at first because I wanted freeze immune and reduced effective chill and stun recovery. But then I went ahead and just used Divine Vessels on everything as I was doing Atlas progression. So yeah, I don't know, just do whichever ones are useful for you. Because Divine Vessels were so cheap, they were like 1 chaos each on Faustus, how could I not? So now I just have all of them in case I want to use any of them on any character. That's very nice. But yeah, really easy challenge. Legendary Leagues. Okay, here we go. This is actually kind of not difficult, it's just gonna take you time. And really choose whichever ones you enjoy most, again, here for the League challenges. This is what I did. Logbooks with at least 10 remnants, and all of these have to be with an area level 81 or higher if possible. So yeah, logbooks, just I bought some 81 logbooks. I like blessed orb their implicits. I ran ones with increased explosives and radius, and I touched 10 remnants. I clicked the thing, and bada bing bada boom, that was done. But also, while you're doing logbooks, if you do this, make sure to buy at least 1 logbook with a boss on it, an expedition boss, because that can be an implicit, because you also need to give an expedition boss that's level 80 plus for a different challenge. So yeah, and you can even go further beyond and make that expedition boss be the Danig Knights of the Sun. Uhtred, what's his face? Whatever his name is. That guy, he has an ascendancy too, a ward ascendancy, because you also need to kill him for a different challenge. So you could get 3 done in 1 if you get that guy. But that logbook costs like a few divines, so you know. Your choice if you want to spend that on it or buy the boss carry from someone or whatever. And then T4 Harvest Seeds is pretty easy with this funny scarab, Cornucopia. Third Chaos, yep, it guarantees Harvest bosses if possible. So when you use this scarab though, make sure you do not have this keystone allocated because this makes all your plants shitty and they can't be bosses. And I've done that before and wasted the scarab, so don't do that, don't be me. But yeah, this took me like, I don't know, 3 of these scarabs, because I also found 1 boss naturally while just doing harvest for the other challenge to do 100 plots. So yeah, just use this on a map that's tier 14 plus, and go into the harvest, kill the bosses, and I think they might have fixed them a little bit. They seem to phase faster, they seem to not just run around forever, but I don't know. Some of them still took a few seconds to phase, but not as bad as before, definitely. Or maybe it's just I got lucky. I have no idea. Maybe they're still buggy as hell. The harvest boss is phasing, but I think this is really easy with the scarab. And then Domain of Timeless Conflict. The emblems are cheap as fuck. I just bought 4 of them, did 4 ways by myself. 25 rewards is very easy to get. If you're struggling to get 25, just ignore the bosses. Just only kill rares and monsters to get their icons stacked up. And when you get 25, you can even count the boxes down there. If you're lazy, if you don't give a fuck about the rewards, get 25, then kill everything around you and just sit in the middle and don't reset it by sitting in the circle and wait out the timer, and it's gonna still complete when the time runs out if you have 25. Do that 3 times and that's that. And then blueprints with 4 revealed wings. What I did is I spec'd into these 2 notables to have a chance to drop fully revealed blueprints. And as you can see, I have a few left over here with only 3 wings, which is sad, but yeah. Or you could just get rogue markers, do heist. I did some heist, I wrote perfect gear for my guys for 2000 alterations, cause why not? And yeah, you can use your rogue markers, use Gianna reveals to reveal the wings, do them. It took me a while to do 5 blueprints because I was looting everything, but yeah, pretty easy, in my opinion. Abyssal Depths is like super heavy RNG. I don't know, I've tried it before, even specking into chance for it on the Atlas. I just could not find a single Depths. So that's why I skipped this, and also I hate Abyss. Simulacrum waves, if your build can do it, if you're like a good enough build or a specialized one for Simulacrum, you could do this very easily. This is just 4 Simulacrum runs if you do all 15 waves. Fully complete ultimatums. Oh, that's just all 10 rounds, or all rounds possible. Oh, that's actually really easy. Just do ultimatum and red maps, okay. And then 5 blighted maps is also easy, just do them at T14 plus, doesn't even need to be blight ravaged. All rituals in maps with 1 bloodfoot vessel. This is also easy if you enjoy ritual. And then if you're doing Atlas runners on T14 plus maps in your King's March, this will also complete itself eventually, 30 maps. And, you know, depends how much gold you have. I have 1.2 mil, but I'm waiting on a mirror shard shipment with corn and wheat, so, you know, whatever you decide. At least for now, I'm not doing Atlas runners, but this is the 4 I did. It just takes a while to do this, but it's not really that bad. There's no RNG involved. There's nothing too hard or, you know, bad about it. Next one, fully upgrade the Genesis 3. Okay, there's like 9 body parts you get randomly when just completing encounters. One of them, the skull, drops from the breach boss guy that spawns in the unstable breaches. And then the final body part, or whatever, is when you go do the final boss guy of this league with these things, Hivebring Land. You put this in your map device together with any map. Doesn't matter what tier it is, doesn't matter what mods it has. It could be tier 1, it could be tier 16. Because this thing puts a zone in your map, and that zone is a separate loading screen that is its own level 83 or 84 or whatever it was zone with the bosses inside it. And you just go to it, you kill the bosses. It's a 2v1. It's pretty shitty. Like, I did not enjoy it. Tool kept firing off ice rain and other stuff. There's also a different challenge to not get hit by their things. I got all 4 the first time I killed it. I don't know, maybe they did some of these abilities, maybe they didn't. Boiling Blood seems like it could be a ground degen. Orb Explosions, stay away from balls. Rolling Lightning Nova, just, you know, it's Tool and Ash, I think, so yeah, just stay away from Ash, I guess. And Tentacle Barrage, don't get slapped by tentacles. Not really sure what these are, because I just killed it too fast, but should be fairly easy enough. Yeah, 2 in 1. Explaining these. Achieve Ascension. Yeah. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I just like accidentally scraped the floor with my chair. Anyway, that was a weird sound. Yeah, Ascension, just do your 4 labs and then get any bloodline. You're gonna automatically do this very easily. Telling Tarot. I skipped the diff card scarabs one. You could do this though if you're doing strats with diff card scarabs very easily. Open Diviner boxes, easy if you just do storm boxes in a few maps. And then turn in sets that reward currency. This is gonna complete itself, especially if you do blue influence. You get so many cards that award basic currency. So yeah, very easy challenge. Or find them Messier, scry your map. I already found them a lot of times. I scried Beach onto Strand, and I scried the Felt Cathedral's Apothecary onto Mesa, because I love Mesa. So yeah, very easy challenge. You can skip Nameless here, and there's no RNG involved if you just do these 3. Like, Diviner boxes are common enough if you use Scarabs and other strats. Vendor Recipe Challenge number 2. Cartographer's Chisel. This is like a really ancient vendor recipe I used to do in the game with like a rock breaker mace and quality maps or something to get a chisel. But also, you could just do this. 20 quality white map, 1 chisel. Easy. Chaos Orb, Chaos Recipe, which is a full set of gear. And it could be identified, but leave it unidentified to get the next to Chaos. That is level 68 to 74, between those ranges. So you can just get a two-handed weapon, a bow counts as a two-hander, you don't need a quiver. Helmet, chest, gloves, boots, a belt, 2 rings, and an amulet. Vendor all of them, you get Chaos Orbs. Regal, same thing, but the whole set of items has to be level 75, eye level 75 plus. So any random trash gear you would get in red maps, pick it up, get a full set, vendor it easy. Exalted Shard, I threw it away, didn't I? Yep, I deleted them, but same as Regal and Chaos recipes, but it has to be a full set of either only Shaper unidentified items or only Elder unidentified items. You cannot mix and match them, and they have to be unidentified to give Exalted Shards. So if you're doing a lot of Shaper Elder farming, if you're only missing a few items, you can look on trade for unID'd influenced items, buy them, there will most likely be a few Chaos. Pretty easy challenge. Kill 6 of these bosses at level 80. I skipped Abyss of Lich, because obviously I hate Abyss, and depths are way too rare, and Liches even... Well, no, never mind, they changed that. Any depths now always is a Lich, but still, I just don't like Abyss. I don't like doing it, I always block it. Yeah, either do Bradziri, simple enough, you buy the fragments of Faustus, go, kill her, easy. Izaro, you kill any of you buy any of the special thingies. One of these, tribute, gift, or dedication to the goddess. Let's see. Tribute is 4 chaos. Gift is 60. And then this is 54. Okay, so if you want to do it easily and for cheap and not risk wasting currency if you die in there, just buy tribute to the goddess. It's 4 chaos right now on Faustus for 180 gold. Very cheap. You go in, do the labyrinth, just be careful, don't like rush through, because the traps can kill you fast, there's increased trap damage in it. Monsters have increased attack and movement speed, Izaro has a lot more life and attack speed. As long as you're careful enough, it should be very easy to do this labyrinth. Lich I skipped, but you can farm Abyss if you want to. Omnitect, just kill the boss in any level 80 plus temple, very easy. Vox Twins, if you do a lot of heist, and you've done the whole quest chain, you will start dropping this unique contract eventually. If I can find it. There, I have 2 of them now, the twins. So yeah. Or you could buy it off trade and go and do it. You don't need to do the quest chain, I think you can just skip it and buy the contract and do it anyway. I didn't do it because I did all the other ones, because I didn't think I would do this much heist, but oh well. This is one you can do and then you can skip like the Black Knight or a pirate boss, which is actually a lot of RNG. Beyond boss, you'll be doing that for a different challenge anyway, so yeah, pretty easy. One of the expedition bosses, right? So yeah, just get a logbook with one of these guys as an implicit. Enter, put explosive on the skull, and make sure you don't put too many remnants before the skull so that it's an easy boss fight. In a level 80 plus logbook, and that's that. And then Black Knight or any of the 2 pirate bosses. So Black Knight just spawns in maps randomly in T16s, I'm pretty sure. And then the pirate bosses, one of them spawns while you have ships going, the other one spawns while you have Atlas runners going. So yeah, but those pirate bosses are RNG dependent, so you could skip this and just do Vox Twins, which is way easier and cheaper. Anyway, next, Grotesque Gains. 6 of 5, okay. Oh, I haven't used Foulborn Regal, really. Ooh. Wait. Absolutely worth it. Yay, 7 of 5. Pointless. Anyway, use any 5 of these currencies. Implant or Foulborns. Yeah, these are the new currencies from the League mechanic. The implants you use on the hands. So like, Regal Implant turns a magic hand into a rare one and adds a mod. Exalted Implant adds a mod to a rare hand. They can have up to 4 modifiers. Augmentation Implant is like Augment Orb on a Magic Hand at the mod. And then there's also... I have not gotten it because I never spec'd into so much, but yeah, Unstable Implant which corrupts them. And I did it on my hand and corrupted it and got cast speed per dex. Insane. But yeah, you could just use any 5 of these. They're all pretty cheap, it's easy. You get so many of them if you spec into them on the tree and do lavish womb gifts. It's a very easy challenge. Just use these currency items this many times. Anyway, unique maps. Complete your atlas fully, you get most of these. And then you'll be missing 2. You'll be missing Vingtar Square and Doriana's Mechanarium. There it is. So Vingtar Square, as always, look on the ground while doing map progression for Agnerods, and then when you get all 4, west, south, north, east, you vendor them, you get the map, and then you do it, and it always drops the same funny flask, and that's it. And then the Doriani Mechanarium, either you can get it from delving. Where's Nico? There you are. You get it from a certain delve boss in a city or something. Not too sure, but yeah, like the normal way that it comes from is delve. This is where it originally comes from, but an easier way I think of getting it is when I started Atlas progression, I spec'd into this wheel with this notable chance to drop comprehensive scouting reports, which are a special scouting report that re-rolls all his missions and put 16 options in each one, so all these slots get filled up with maps. And there's a small chance Doriani's Mechanarium can appear, so when you're in red maps and you have all 3 of these, just use up all your scouting reports. And I had to buy a few because I just got unlucky and didn't get the map. But they're even cheaper. I bought them for like 10 plus chaos each, now they're 7C. Yeah, you could just buy a few of them, or look on Trade 820 or on TFT for a Doriani Mechanarium group, or on Global 820 if someone's giving it away for free. But yeah, that's how I got that map and shared it with a friend. Just comprehensive scouting report spam on Kirak until you see it. I don't think it's that rare, because I've gotten it a few times now with that scouting report, so yeah. That is unique maps. Bijou Beetles. Use scarabs on red or purple maps with 70 quantity at least. Okay, so this is way better, way easier and more chill than other scarab related challenges in the past. I really like how they did this one, because the other ones were like, use specific scarabs that you don't really care about, and I was just throwing them away onto my map device, wasting them for no reason, instead of 3-to-1 vendoring them for maybe some good ones to sell. But this time, you can just use any. So yeah, just 10 maps with 5 scarabs, 20 maps with 4, 30 maps with 3, 40 maps with 2, and 50 maps with 1. This will complete itself, basically, if you use scarabs on maps and you have all the Atlas modifier effect stuff. Easy challenge that will just be done by itself, really. You don't really have to try for this if you just use scarabs regularly. Okay, gem challenge. Kind of a fun one. Have at least 25 gems socked into your gear. Okay, so what I did... Which is this? 6, 12... 20, 24. Yeah, 24. So if you put gems in all your gear, you see you have 24 gems. The simplest way to get this challenge is pull on an unset ring and put a gem in it, and you get 25 gems. That's it. Very easy. And then turn a diff card set towards a 21 and or 22 quality gem. Right. Where is it? Do not get baited by this card. Level 21 20 Flame Link. See how it doesn't say Corrupted on it? I don't know why it's bugged, but at least at the time of recording this video, I turned this card in and it did not complete that challenge, even though it gave a 21 gem. I think it's bugged because it doesn't say Corrupted in red text on the card, but I have no idea. It could just be a normal bug for any other reason. But yeah, don't buy this card. Oh, it's actually on fast as well. Buy, like... A Chilling Wind, that's the one I did. Yeah, it is on Fastus, you can buy it off him, nice. Buy 4 of these cards, turn it in, and this part of the challenge will be complete. I know 100% that card works, because this is the card I used to complete this. So yeah, a Chilling Wind is the card you need. And then, 6 or more support gems to a socketed skill gem at once. I automatically did this because Soulmantle gives Spell Totem to my main skill, and then I have 5 other supports in it, so yeah, 7 link. Another alternative way, I mean, you could buy a cheap Soul Mantle that's 6 linked, and then just slap in any spell gem in it with supports that work with it, equip it, and this challenge will be complete. Or you could buy a Bitter Dream and put any gem into it that works with all the supports in it, or at least some of them, and then put 2 more supports in to add up to 6, and then the challenge will be complete. And then level Awakened Gem to 5. As you can see, I don't have this, even though I have Awakened Added Cold and Awakened Greater Multiple Projectiles. Because I use the beasts to level them up without Brambleback, and apparently using the beasts does not count. You need to level them up normally with XP, like actually clicking the level up button, so definitely skip this. Just do these 3, they're way easier. And as the gem challenge. Okay, Cross Contamination. Right. Smuggler Cache were affected by Shrine. I actually got this during the campaign in Solaris Temple by accident. Very easy. Just put shrines and Smuggler Cache in your map, click the shrine, run to the cache, click it. Done. Rogue Exile that's possessed 3 times. I honestly have no idea how you would do this unless you're on a tanky build and you bait some ghosts to possess it and you don't die. That's why I skipped it, but yeah. Beyond Boss for Delirious, I just slapped a Delirium Orb on a tier 1 map, or actually no, it was a tier 13 plus because I needed it at level 80 for a different challenge. So make sure it's in the red map. And then I just specced into just this little wheel, this whole thing, to have increased merging radius, spawn a Beyond Portal and chance to spawn a unique boss. And on my second map I got the boss, and I killed it, and also invited a friend over for it, so he got completion, so yeah, pretty easy. Or deposit or affected by Tempest. You could easily do this either by using Corrupting Tempest, which is the special map device craft that comes from this notable, or you could use a Scarab that's very cheap. Radiant Storm Scarab, Resplendent Tempest, and it lasts for like 20 seconds, the Resplendent one. So you just stand in the circle, get the buff, and then click Abysmal Tor or click a red ore and kill it, or any of the ore deposits. If it's Verisium, just charge it up for like 1 second and then kill the monsters and it will still complete and count for the challenge, so yeah. That's what I did. As you can see, I skipped this because this is RNG bullshit. Beast holding an essence. There's literally no way to guarantee this, at least I don't think so. Unless an essence scarab can do it. Calcification. Rare monsters that are natural inhabitants. Yeah, I don't think this counts beasts, so rip. I don't know. Like, some people might have found this during the campaign or during maps, but I just never found one, so I skipped it. You could try to force it by doing Containment Scarab with Essence and Einhar on a map. That way the only real monsters on the map are the Einhar beasts. Maybe that would work? Anyway, I skipped it. And then unique map boss that is possessed while in a ritual. This one may seem insanely hard and RNG dependent, because you're like, well shit, I have to hope and wait for the ritual that's green with all the ghosts, and then have the ritual on the map boss in the map I'm running, and then kill the boss and then click the ritual and wait for ghosts to spawn and possess the boss during the active ritual encounter before completing it. That's the normal way of doing it. That's how they expect you to do it. But I found out after a quick Google search that there's a way to cheese this on shore map. You could even do it in a low tier map though. I recommend higher tier if you have one, so I have a T16 here. But yeah, what you would do basically is ritual. Right, so for the ritual boss one, the ritual boss, my bad, boss possessed while in a ritual. First of all, you craft a ritual on the map, you go to the map boss, the pirate guy, and check if there's a ritual on him. If there is, cool, you just kill him. If there isn't, though, you need to make him follow you and bait him onto a ritual in the map and then kill him on the ritual. And yeah, if you're a build with too much damage, you might want to use some kind of strat to not kill him too fast, like remove support gems or something. What I did, because I'm a spell build, is elemental focus. Huh? Oh, okay. I equipped Southbound, which says your hits can only kill frozen enemies. Then I put Telefocus, so I couldn't freeze anything, or chill anything, or ignite, so they can't die. Also make sure you unequip your hands while you do this, because they can kill things, and make sure you don't have any minions like Lightning Golem, because he can accidentally kill the boss at 1 HP. And do not Flame Dash, because you could accidentally kill him with the dot. And just make sure to damage the pirate boss at least a little bit after you start the ritual where you killed him, because he will spawn in it. Damage him a little bit, like below half HP, and then he's gonna start spawning ghosts, tormented spirits. Then wait for one of those ghosts to possess him, and then when he's possessed, you can freely DPS him down and just kill him. And that should complete this challenge. That's the way of cheesing it on shore. So yeah, what I basically did is replaced one of my supports with Telefocus, the critical damage one, and that's how I did it without killing him. But yeah, you could also try for the AR one, you could try for the Exile one, but I found these were the easiest to do for Cross Contamination. Gruesome Grafts, equip 12 of these arms that are eye level 78 or higher, so arms that came from womb gifts that came from red maps. With 4 mods, so just use Exalted Implants on the arms that you're generating and equip them. Very easy challenge. Bloodlines unlock 7 of the 10 classes in the game. As you can see, I skipped Tramaster because I don't like trying to find him. I skipped Owl because he's very hard to find in Delve and a hard boss. You could buy an Owl Taxi to try him out on TFT for some chaos, or a boss carry for him for a few divines if you feel like it. And I skipped Simulacrum because I don't like Delirium and I can't do Simulacrum on this build. So, yeah, but you can do Simulacrum obviously if it's easy for you to build. But the ones I did was King in the Mist, just buy the invitation, go do the boss. Ushabi, same thing. Katarina, same thing, you can buy the medallion. Orot, I bought a logbook with him on it that was level 80 plus, so I could do other challenges together with it. Lycia, I just did a lot of Sanctum when you do a level 80 plus tome. Or actually, it can even be a 68 tome. It doesn't have to be high level. It doesn't say here. Okay. Oh, never mind. No. I think she only spawns the altar for the Ascendancy though at level 80 plus. Wait a second. But this doesn't say gain the Bloodline Ascendancy, so no, it's fine. If you hate Sanctum, you can do Lycia in a level 68 tome, and this would still complete. Okay. Peru, you can buy the Beast to spawn him, and yeah, I'm still keeping his Ascendancy in case I decide to use it. Sorry if my voice is like fucking gravel right now, but it's 5 a.m. I just finished the challenges. I really wanted to record this right now. And then the breach boss you would have done when completing the quest for the tree with the Hivebrain gland on a map. But yeah, pretty easy. Okay, Atlas. Oh, unlock all your favorite map slots. You unlock it, I think most of these easily. The last one is just the Feared, which is gonna take you a while. And it requires a boss, which is RNG to spawn from Yagon, memory things. You can just buy the invitation for the Moment of Reverence, if you want to just do the Feared for the skill point and favorite slots, but yeah. Fairly simple challenge though. Quantity, do a lot of maps. A lot of maps. Now, if you want my opinion on the fastest and easiest way to do this, if you just care about challenges and don't want to sit there doing maps for days, what I did personally is, first of all, Atlas 3. I spec'd into all the modifier effect nodes, I spec'd into, yeah, this wheel, and every single quantity point on this circle, and the inner ones too, because it's 1% quant. And then what I did was, I bought a lot of 8 mod maces. I still have some left over, because apparently they're 3-4 KLs each, and they only cost 750 gold or so to buy from players on async trade. So I just went around buying a bunch of them, and then what I did was, I didn't even do influence or maven on them. I just unclicked everything because I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna rush these as fast as possible. Ah, wait a second, that's gonna annoy me. They're fixed. Anyway, What I did is I put in these 8 mod mesas, because you can run to the mesa boss very fast and complete it in portal out. And I put in 4 sacrifice fragments, because each of these adds 5 quantity to the map. And it gets multiplied by map effect, I think, maybe not, but even if it doesn't, 5 quant each is like 20 quantity, it's not nothing. And then also I got 1 mortal fragment, Uberzir fragment, because these add 10 quant, I think, to your map. They usually cost 4 or 5 chaos each, or 3 chaos each if you're lucky, and I bought a bunch of them. This strat, if you're using the Uberzir fragments for extra quantity, will cost you hundreds of chaos, but for me it was worth it, because I just wanted to do this as fast as possible. So, yeah, I still got 1k chaos and 2 divines left, so... But yeah, that's how I did it. I just spammed Mesa again and again and again, killing the boss. And on average, every Mesa map had like 200 quantity. Some of them had 230, 240 on a high roll. So yeah, like 4 Mesa maps were about 1,000 quantity on this challenge. Now it's at like 35,000 when I started grinding for it. So yeah, you can easily do this in a few hours in a day if you do this Mesa strat that I did. Ah, Originator is off. While doing that, you can also do any Originator maps you find. And if they drop as your favorite map, cool, you can do them. Valor them, do mate mod, whatever, quality them with chisels. If they're shitty map base types, like, I don't know, random ghetto map, you can just horizon it into beach. It's amazing. Beach is a natural T16. But yeah, just do 200 map mods on Originator maps, just alchemy all of them, alchemy all the maps he gives you on these memory chains as well. You'll get this eventually. Pretty easy challenge. Sinew Swarms. Do breach encounters in maps. Self-explanatory. Do 60 hives, which is either the one where you defend Aelid out in the map, or the hive colony, not colony, or the hive fortress you rarely find with 24 waves. Colony is the boss, the breach boss thing with the Hivebring Gland, which I only did 1 time because there's no reason to do it any more than that unless you want the Ascendancy. And yeah, just find 10 fortresses, and then Unstable Breach is the hand you walk over and you stabilize, and then Hive Encounter is defending her. So yeah, pretty easy challenge. Keystone Keepers, okay. This is also pretty easy, just do a lot of maps with red influence, with Spectre of the Cosmos, with this Keystone. Blue influence with Eldritch Gaze, the opposite, with this Keystone. And yeah, just click 100 altars. What I did was I stacked pack size. I took these 3 pack size nodes here, I stacked that this effect, I just Valorbed and chiseled all my maps and did a mate mod and got like 50-60 pack size per map and got a lot of altars from that. Also I used Scarabs to get more altars, because magic pack size and influence pack size affect the monsters from these influences if they're magic. This affects them if they're magic, and this always affects them, so you just get more altars with these scarabs. And then destructive play. Farm a bunch of bosses, farm guardian maps, do Maven, full clear the map, go to the boss, she spawns 3 extra bosses. So with that, you would need to do 50 destructive play maps, where you fully clear them and Maven gets to spawn 3 extra bosses. Not that bad at all, it was actually pretty quick. I was already at 100 of 150 by the time I started grinding for this. Like, I passively got 100 done without even trying, so yeah. Pretty easy. Okay, this one. Waste currency, the challenge, as always. These are the ones I did. You can... I mean, yeah, I think these are the cheapest. Depends, maybe prices will change, but Blight Oils, very cheap. Just use a bunch of oils. Catalyst, same thing. Corrupted Essences, they're like 7 chaos each when I last checked. Eldritch Exalt and Our Chaos. I think I bought an Eldritch Exalt because it was the cheapest one. Sacred Crystal Life Force is the special thingy that drops some more shabby. That is used in certain crafts. This thing, I used it anyways because I used it on my amulet when making it, so yeah. Rune Graft, I have used it on my passive tree to get +1 level of all support gems, which gives me big damage. Orb of Remembrance, yep, one of these orbs. The cheapest one I think is Intention. Yep, it's like, yeah, 2.5 chaos. compared to Remembrance 30 chaos, and then Unraveling... Oh, 8 chaos, okay. So like Unraveling and Intention are both cheap, but Intention is the cheapest, so just buy one of these, use it on any like memory strand item, and that's that. Very, very easy. Exceptional Ember. You would probably drop some of these from altars. I just bought one from Faustus because I wanted to do the challenge on the spot, and I used one on boats and got like Brittle Grounds or something, so yeah. Use one of those. Easy. Sacred Orb you can buy off Faustus and use it to reroll the armor thing of a... yeah, armor values of an item. If one of your items is low rolled, I guess. Tainted Currency, I used it already a lot to 6-link my chess piece, so that completed itself, but I mean, you could just buy Tainted Armorer scraps or something and use them on a corrupted armor piece. Very easy, cheap challenge. Did I miss anything? No, okay. Fracturing Orb, I didn't mean to use it, but I was like, there's an amulet with 4 modifiers and one of them could fracture. Do I still have it? Yeah. I had this and I was hoping to fracture the all skill gems one, but I hit tier 1 spell damage instead, so that's how I used one. But yeah, if you don't use a fracture orb, you could just buy Awakener's orb, or whichever one's cheaper. Right. Hinokora Lock and Mirror, way too expensive. At least for me. Tattoo. I have a lot of tattoos, so of course I used one. And you can, if you're a build that doesn't use them, you can still use it and then use a Scouring Orb on the tattoo to delete it from your passive tree, so it's fine. You don't have to brick your character for this. Tempering or Tailoring Orb, just look for them on Faustus, buy whichever is cheaper, use it. Easy. Veiled Chaos Orb is definitely cheaper than Veiled Exalt, although I used the Veiled Exalt on my amulet while crafting it and hit Lightning and Chaos Res, so if you will use a Veiled Exalt anyway on a big craft, just wait until you do it and that will complete itself. If you don't plan on using a Veiled Exalt, just buy a Veiled Chaos, use it on a random rare shitty item, and yeah, cheap as fuck, easy. And then Influenced Exalt Orb, whichever is cheapest, you buy it, you use it on a random item, a rare item again. And that's that, I think that's everything, yeah. These are the ones I did. You could do Awakener Orb instead of one of these, I guess, if you do Cirrus and you get lucky. Orb of Dominance is also one, but yeah, Reflecting Mist is also one. But yeah, just use a bunch of currency items. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? No, I'm not. Yeah, that's it. That's all of them. The ones I used. Okay, Crow challenges. Do these invitations with 70 quant. Screaming is Eater of Worlds. Incandescent is Searing Exarch. And then the 6 Maven ones. So, the Shaper bosses, the Elder Guardian bosses, the Synthesis map bosses, the Remembered, which is the new one, which is the mini-boss in each of the end of the Eogon memory things, so Courtyard of Wasting would be one of them. Yeah, get all 3 Mavened, which is gonna suck. The moment you get 1 Mavened, I recommend reducing its chance by 80% here, so that you have a hard chance to get the other 2 you're missing. Because it's very annoying to miss 1 skill point because of RNG. Thankfully I got all of them though, I got lucky enough, but yeah, this is gonna suck. Like the Forgotten, is it the Forgotten? No, the Remembered. My bad. The Remembered one, if you're getting really unlucky, there's no shame in just going to Trade 820 or TFT and looking for someone selling this at 70 quant and just joining his invitation. Because at least then you're not relying on RNG to find it from Eogon whenever the fuck that happens, right? And if you do find it eventually, you get your skill point and then you don't have to feel pressured to scour it for 70 quant and do it as a rippy invitation where you might die and lose it, and then you are not happy if you lose it, because then you need to farm Eogon so much to get it again, so yeah. That's that. And then the next one is the Feared, which is just Cortex, Cirrus, Moment of Reverence, which is the Rose phase boss, which is the most expensive invitation. It comes from Theater of Lies, yes. The invitation for it comes from Theater of Lies, and then Shaper and Elder, you maven them, you do the Feared at 70 quant, and then Elder Slayers, you maven all the Guardian bosses of Cirrus. And that's that. Do all these at 70 quant, or buy carries for them, whichever you prefer. I did all of them myself. Easy challenge. The new Uber boss is, as you can see, I skipped Dread, the funny Rose boss, cause fuck that phase. I bought carries for these other two. If you wanna try them yourself, feel free. Yeah, cause one of these, the Traumatic Fragment, is actually very cheap. It's only 2 chaos each. So if you wanna try it on your build, you can. Like you'd be using 10 chaos per attempt. Even if you die 6 times, you're not really losing anything. So you have lots of trial and error to at least do this one boss, and then the other one you have to do is Neglect? Yeah, Neglect. This is Fear. Incarnation of Fear, yeah. In the moment of trauma, yeah. But yeah, personally I bought carries for them because I just do not feel like doing Uber versions of these bosses. Do whatever you want. If you can do it on your build, that's great. Just do it on your build then. But the fastest and easiest for me was just paying a few divines. I already explained this one. When you do the breach boss for your quest on the tree to get more skill points and get the final quest item, when you use the Hivebrain gland on a map, just kill the boss as fast as possible. You know, have a build with a lot of burst. My build has a lot, thankfully, so I killed them, insta-phased them, and got all four at once. If not, you can look for carries for these. I'm sure they'll be cheap if anyone is even selling them. Like, most people probably automatically complete these. I don't know, these don't seem hard. You only need 3 of them anyway, so even if you fail 1, as long as you still kill the boss and avoid the other 3, you're fine. Right. Oh, this one. Juiced Jamboree. Right, T17 maps, oh god. Yeah, I bought carries for all of this, but the way to do it is spec into Atlas effect everywhere on the thing, and then 20 quality your T17s, and then start chaos orbing them. Oh yeah, and make sure you take all these quant nodes, every single one, even these small ones, all of them help. And then chaos orb all your T17s until they hit at least 110 quantity, and then if it's runnable, cool, you can put it in your map device along with 5 scarabs. Now, what I recommend is a stability scarab, so you have more portals, and then maybe some shrine scarabs, just normal domination, so you have some shrine buffs. Maybe you could even spec into, where is it? Additional shrine effect here, and then shrine duration everywhere. Like duration of your shrines, whatever that is. Increased effect of shrine buffs. What is that anyway? Huh. Chance effect. Ah, there, duration. Yeah, these 3 small nodes make shrines last longer, and this adds 1 more shrine. So you could click all the shrines just before the map boss. If you get lucky, you might get Divine Shrine, and then run your ass to the boss as fast as you can while you're immortal and just kill the boss. That is one way of doing it, hope for Divine Shrine. But yeah, with 5 other scarabs, after you've unlocked your whole map device, at 110 quantity with a 3 with all the quant nodes and all the modifier effect nodes on a 20 quality map that is tier 17 with 110 quantity, it should reach 175. And even if it doesn't, you can use influence on it and spec into influence pack size and other shit if you want, or you don't have to though, you get so much pack size anyway. And just click influenced altars for extra quant, because that does work. If you add quantity from an influence altar, it adds it to the map, and if you haven't killed the boss yet, well, if you're below 175 and you barely reached it now with an altar, then you will complete the challenge. So yeah, it doesn't have to be done 110 quant. It could be 100 quant T17 and you just need 1 quant altar and you would still complete the challenge. So yeah, good luck rolling them. They suck. I hate them. That's why I bought carries for 5 of them and then Chambers of Impurity I did myself. Or you could do, you know, all 3 of these and then you only have to do 3 T17s. So you could do Fortress, which is an easy map with an easy boss. And remember to use Stability Scarab on all of them. And then just 2 other ones. For me, Ziggurat's the worst. Like, yeah, just do whichever ones you hate the least. Or if you love farming them, then this challenge will complete itself, because you're juicing a lot of T17s, but yeah. Personally, I bought carries for them though, because it was just a few divines each. Yeah, that's that. Uber bosses. I bought carries for 4 of these because they were 1 divine each, but just do whichever one's the easiest for you. In my opinion, the easiest are Uber Shaper, Uber Cortex, Ether Worlds, and Searing Exarch, and maybe even Uber Maven. Cirrus and Elder are like, I can do Cirrus sometimes without taking a hit, but it is weird. If you get unlucky, you could get really fucked in there and lose all your portals. Fuck Cirrus. Uber Elder, I'm too shit at dodging, so I can't do it. But, you know, if you can do it, great, do that. It has good loot. It has fucking, what do you call it, Sublime Vision, which sells for a lot. So yeah, just do whichever 4 Uber bosses are easiest for you. Or skip it if you're only going for the armor set. I'll tell you in a second which ones I think you should skip. And then endgame grinds, which I did before the quantity one. It's very easy this league. So, 3 of these will do it themselves pretty much if you do the league mechanic and maps. Grow womb gifts that are 81 or higher, so just any womb gift that drops from T14 plus maps. Use them upon the 3, you'll complete this eventually. Don't even have to try it, honestly. Like, it's pretty passive. Complete explicit modifiers from invitations. What I did was I did the Polaric invitation that drops from the 14th Searing Exarch influence, like the pre-boss before Exarch. I just bought a bunch of them because they're only like... Well, I can show you actually. Wait. Yeah, there. Okay, 1 chaos. 2 chaos, yeah, they're like 2-3 chaos each. They only cost 700 gold to buy. Buy up a bunch of these from someone's stash, Faustus Sting. And then Alchemy and Valorb, all of them, the boss is pretty easy, as long as you don't throw like a Reflect or something, or no regen. Something unrunnable, but yeah. I just back-to-back ran all of them because it counts, because they are an invitation, and killed the boss very fast and got 100 that way. So no need to do Maven invitations or anything fancy, you can just do it on that one, the Polaric invitation. I think is the fastest anyway. And then explicit mods 1000. Again, just do a bunch of maps, pretty self-explanatory. You will get this done if you do the Mesa farm that I did for quantity. I got this done before I was even 40,000 quantity, so yeah. This will basically complete itself if you're going for 40 or 40. And then Pinnacle boss is 75. You're like, whoa, that's a lot. Well, actually. Echo of Trauma. Wait a second. Oh. Huh. Really now? Well. Yeah, now these are about the same price. Oh shit. Oh, but the Divine is the same. Yeah, okay. Echo of Trauma is 6. Echo of Loneliness is 5. Okay. Yeah, what I did was Echo of Trauma. I just bought like 55 of these for 10 divines. Yeah, I spent a lot, but I'd rather spend 10 divines than spend all my life doing Shaper or whatever other pinnacle boss in this game. Because there's way too many immunity phases and other stuff on them. It's just, no. Because this one, you just go in, there's a little RP cutscene that lasts like 2 seconds, the boss spawns in, you can kill him, you go out with your portal scroll, you go in again. It's so fast. It is the fastest pinnacle boss to do if you want to do this but quickly by yourself without having to enter other people's bosses or anything fancy like that or pay them for it. That's what I did. I just spent like 10 divines on it. For 10 divines you could get 60. So yeah, I mean, how many do you need? Oh, huh. Yeah, there's only 60 in stock, but yeah, just buy whichever Trauma or the other one. And do it a bunch, and yeah, pretty simple. And that's in-game grinds. You could also do Argus and Nab if you feel like it. I don't, I've already done it in 2 other leagues. It's pretty boring, it takes a whole afternoon even if he's in the first room. Or you could do level 100 if you get level 100 on your build anyways, and then you could skip pinnacle bosses, and then in-game grind is a breeze for you. Then you just do these 3 and you're done. But yeah, I didn't, I'm 97. So, that is all of them. Yay! How long am I recording? 1 hour. Yep, pretty much. Wait, no, not 1 hour. Or is it? I can't really tell. I guess it is, yeah. Which ones do you skip if you just want 36 for the armor set? Let's see. These are all pretty simple. Yeah, this is just a bonus section of what I think you should skip. Cunning Crafts, Legendary Leagues, Ascension, yep. Aggravating, yeah. Grotesque Gains. Unique maps are pretty easy, you can buy the unique maps, yep. Cross Contamination. Yeah, honestly, if you're going for 36, I think you can skip Cross Contamination. You can skip this, definitely, the quantity one. Originator one, so many of those maps drop, you can Horizon them all into Beach. You can eventually grind this out. Keystone Keepers is the same, it's just a grind. You can skip crew challenges if you don't feel like doing it. Actually, yeah. Although honestly, Cross Contamination, it is pretty easy if you just do the strat with Shore, so I don't know. Then if you do Cross Contamination, you can skip this, and then this Uber Boss one, and then this Uber Boss one, so you don't have to do any Uber Bosses this way. That's one way of doing it. Or alternatively, you know, you're still skipping these, but you could maybe buy carries for these two Uber Bosses and then completely skip in-game grinds. You don't have to do any of this stuff and spend like 10 div on the Echo of Trauma, so yeah. Like, then you could just skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. These 4 are also a potential set you could skip. Just depends. Decide for yourself which one would take you the most time and skip that one. And I mean, honestly, that decision you can make it when you're near the end, when you've completed like 30 of them and you only have a few left. Just analyze which ones you have or haven't done fully yet, and yeah. But I think those are the ones I would skip if I only cared about the armor set at 36 and didn't care about the totem, but I did 40 because they were easy enough anyway. That is it. It's done. Sorry if it was a bit late this time, but yeah, the game was kind of unplayable for a few days because the performance sucked a lot, but it's fine. NVIDIA driver update fixed it for me. Thank you for watching, and also thank you everyone for 700 subs. That's pretty nice. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. And yeah, sub and like and all that stuff if you enjoy. I'll drop my Twitch in the description and in a comment if you feel like following. Goodbye for now.